from wrapping up unresolved storylines to Tobey Maguire's incredible performance in No Way Home. Here are 5 reasons why Maguire's Spider-Man 4 needs to happen. Starting off with the fact that there are a lot of loose ends that need tying up. Maguire's portrayal of Peter Parker in Sam Raimi's trilogy was nothing short of spectacular.
Technology has obviously improved a tremendous amount. We had to make a lot of the tools to make the tools when Spider-Man 1 was being made. And we had to really figure out who Peter Parker was and who Spider-Man was and how to bring him to the screen.
No pun intended. It perfectly captured the essence of the beloved character with his nuanced performance. His portrayal resonated with audiences, who were captivated by his portrayal of the awkward yet endearing high school student turned crime-fighting hero. However, the third installment, Spider-Man 3, left fans with a sense of unfulfilled longing. Despite the thrilling introduction of the iconic villain Venom and the climactic battle against the duo of Venom and Sandman, some plot hole ends were left unresolved, leaving fans clamoring for more web-slinging action. The anticipation for a 4th film is at an all-time high as fans yearn for the closure they deserve. Maguire's return as the web-slinging hero would be a dream come true. Fans have been eagerly waiting to see him reprise the role that he so brilliantly portrayed in the past. But it's not just about the storyline and action. His performance as Peter was unparalleled, bringing a relatable and vulnerable quality to the character that resonated with audiences.
Spider-Man, I love that people are having a collective escapist experience in mass, you know.
His portrayal of the young, conflicted hero struggling with personal challenges while also trying to save the world was both heartwarming and heart-wrenching. Plus, thanks to No Way Home, even more people are interested in this Spider variant. The film brought together not just one, but 3 iterations of Spider-Man from different universes.
Yeah, it's great. And
Does it change your perspective? Is it different going in, or?
well, it's always different. I mean,
I guess so.
you know, each movie's different. We evolve as people, all of that.
It was a dream come true for fans who'd longed to see these beloved characters unite on the big screen. But this was not just a mere fan service. It was so much more. Seeing the dynamic between the 3 Spider-Men, each bringing their own unique styles and personalities to the table, was a treat to watch. It was evident that the filmmakers carefully crafted a story, both honoring and respecting the previous franchises rather than pitting them against each other.
There are certain dynamics and relationships that have continuity. You know, Sam and myself, Sam Raimi, the director, and we have a certain banter or dynamic that's fun and funny, and I love collaborating with him.
No Way Home was a love letter to all 3 Spider-Man franchises, celebrating their individual legacies and the impact they had on audiences. Maguire's approach to characterization was also intriguing, to say the least. He revealed as little as possible about his version of Peter Parker.
I was like, finally. I just feel grateful. I got the call and I was really open immediately about coming to do this.
He also hinted that he and Mary Jane Watson were still together, despite the complexity of his double life as a superhero. This subtle exposition opened up the possibility of exploring an older and a more experienced version of Spider-Man, a concept that exists in the comics and animated properties, but not in the cinematic universe. Fans were thrilled by the idea of seeing Maguire back in the suit, taking on new adventures as the iconic web-slinger. Not only did No Way Home provide closure for some of the loose ends from the previous franchises, it also reignited the excitement and interest in seeing Maguire and Garfield return in their own solo films. But it's not just fans who want the film. Even the actors themselves are invested.
Sort of just like a very fortunate turn of events to get a call like that. The nerd in me, the fanboy in me, on so many levels said yes.
Going up to the set, just saying hi to folks, I was just like a kid in a candy store, feeling all energized and perked up and ready to play.
Maguire is just as thrilled about the possibility of returning to the role as we are. In fact, he's been so enthusiastic about it that he has brought it up unprompted in interviews, sending waves of excitement among Spider-Man aficionados. And his eagerness to don the suit once again has ignited speculation and anticipation for his potential return. But the star isn't the only one who has expressed interest in reprising their role. Kirsten Dunst, who played Mary Jane Watson, Peter Parker's love interest in the trilogy, has also shared her disappointment about not being a part of No Way Home. Given her significance to Raimi's saga and Maguire's reference to her in the latest film, fans have been hoping for the possibility of seeing her reprise her role in a hypothetical Spider-Man 4. Her chemistry with Maguire in the original trilogy was undeniable, and fans are eager to see their on-screen romance continue in a potential sequel. And it's not just the heroes who are eager to return to the Spider-Verse. Willem Dafoe also reminded viewers once again why he is considered one of Marvel's best live-action supervillains. Dafoe's portrayal of the menacing and unhinged Green Goblin was a standout in the film.
This character is maybe in some ways even scarier and darker. The Goblin character, he believes that power is all that matters.
And fans were thrilled to see him back in action. In interviews, Dafoe has expressed his interest in returning to the double role, but with one condition: that it's handled properly.
Listen, I don't want to just pop in there as a cameo or just fill in close-ups. I want to do the action because that's fun for me.
Fans are hopeful that his return in a future Spider-Man project will be done justice, and that he'll continue to showcase his exceptional talent as an actor. And there are going to be a lot of opportunities to do that, considering the fact that a fourth film could cover pretty much any storyline it wants. As the oldest of the three Spider-Man iterations, Maguire and Dunst could explore new territory as parents of superpowered children, bringing a fresh and exciting twist to the franchise. One of the most intriguing possibilities is for the film to introduce Mayday Parker, the future Spider-Girl from Tom DeFalco's MC2 comics. Mayday, born with the same powers as her father, is eager to follow in his footsteps and become a costumed crime fighter like Spider-Man. However, Peter and Mary Jane, as the protective parents that they are, understandably want to keep her safe and forbid her from pursuing this dangerous path. This conflict between the parents and their superpowered daughter would add a whole new layer of complexity to the story, as they navigate the challenges of raising a child with extraordinary abilities. While the parents would remain the protagonists of the film, the introduction of Mayday would inject fresh energy and excitement into the narrative. As Mayday grapples with her desire to be a hero and her parents' wishes to keep her safe, the film would be filled with thrilling action sequences as she tries to prove herself and make her own mark in the superhero world. This dynamic between the original duo and their superpowered daughter would create compelling emotional stakes, bringing a whole new dimension to the Raimi series. Besides, it would also be the perfect conclusion to Dafoe's The Green Goblin as well. In the comics, Osborn cheats death through a retcon and comes back to haunt Spider-Man once again. He's like the William Afton of the Spider-Verse. He's known for his cunning manipulation of other villains from behind the scenes, before finally revealing himself as the true mastermind. Spider-Man 4 could draw inspiration from this iconic storyline and reintroduce the Green Goblin as the ultimate menace, pulling the strings from the shadows and striking fear into the heart of New York City. But that's not all. It could also end up taking a page from the infamous Clone Saga storyline from the comics and partially adapt it in a fresh and exciting way. Just like how No Way Home turned One More Day into a crowd-pleasing movie, not only could the film bring back the Green Goblin while weaving in elements from the Clone Saga, which wouldn't only please fans but also key cast members of the beloved Raimi trilogy. With a tantalizing blend of familiar villains, iconic storylines, and new characters, Spider-Man 4 could be a web-slinging extravaganza that keeps audiences on the edge of their seats, and a film that could please longtime fans of the Raimi trilogy while bringing in new audiences, and propelling the story forward and setting up an exciting future for Sam Raimi's Spider-Man continuity. But hey, that's all there is to know for now about a potential fourth Spider-Man film.